Yeah, just a minute. Oh, hi, Mac.
Hello, Jim.
I'll be with you in a minute. Here, I spilled some coffee. Can I get you some coffee? It's not very good.
Oh. No, I don't think so.
Well, sit down.
Thank you.
I was surprised to hear from you.
I was surprised not to hear from you.
Well, I wrote you. I told you what I was doing.
Yes, I know you did, and I understood.
Do you? Or are you just saying that?
No, I'm not just saying it, Jamie. I really do think that I understand what you're trying to do.
But?
But your next question is, if I understand, then what am I doing here? Is that right?
Yes, I guess it is.
Well, I guess I'm here because I love you very much. And because of the many mistakes I've made, I'm afraid I've lost you.
Are you sure I can't get you some coffee?
No. Well, all right, maybe I will have a cup.
Good.
Jamie.
Yes?
You remember when I married your mother?
The first time?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
Looking back, that was one of the happiest moments of my whole life.
You could say that even now? After everything that's happened between you?
Yes, even now. And do you know what contributed a great deal to that happiness?
No, I guess I don't.
Knowing that in marrying Rachel, I was going to get to have you as my son. Thank you. It's true, Jamie. I was so proud to become your father. You were a fine boy. Wonderful son. And I still feel that way. I still feel that pride in you.
How can you say that?
Believe me, Jamie, every word I say is the truth. Oh, yes, I admit, I was ecstatic when I found out that Sandy was my natural son, and for many, many reasons. Not the least of which, on 2 separate occasions, with no regard to his own safety, he saved the life of someone whom I love very dearly. You, Jamie. And yes, I admit, I was wrong in following Sandy's wishes and not telling you immediately that he was my son. I was very wrong, but I can't do anything about that mistake now. At the time, when you were under all that pressure, I thought that I was doing the right thing. Now, with time to reflect on it, I think that I didn't tell you about Sandy because of some other rather unconscious reasons.
Mac,
No,
please.
Please let me finish. I think that underneath everything was this great fear I had that if I told you Sandy was my son, that I would lose you as my son. And I just simply couldn't bear that, Jamie.
Mac, I don't understand your reasoning.
Well, that's just the point. It wasn't a reasonable decision. It was an irrational fear. I simply could not bring myself to run the risk of losing you. Because as much as Sandy is my son, you are no less my child. Not through my blood, through my love. Jamie, I simply am your father. I believe that with all my heart, just as you believed before you found out about Sandy that I was a good father to you. I can't change the choice I made not to tell you about Sandy, but surely you will believe that if I had known the consequences, I never would have done it that way.
The fact is, you did. You did make a choice, Mac.
Yes, but not a choice between the two of you. I would never be able to do that. You're both my sons, just the same as Amanda's my daughter. And the loss of you, if that's what I've got to face now, will be as great a loss to me as if I lost Amanda or Sandy forever. No, it would be a greater loss because they're the children of my blood, but you're my child in a much dearer way. You are the child of my choice. Jamie.
Yes.
I need to hear it directly from you. Tell me, have I lost my son?
No, you haven't lost your son.
Thank you, Jamie.
No, thank you. And I should be apologizing to you. Now, I've had a lot of time to think the past couple of weeks. And I now realize that if you had told me that Sandy was your son, with all the pressure I was under, the drugs, I might not have been able to handle it. I don't know.
Well, I don't know either, and there's nothing we can do about that now anyway.
And I never stopped loving you. Ever.
So then, now what?
I don't know. I don't know what you mean.
Well, I understand that you started going back to school.
Yes, and I'm working, too.
You intend to continue to do that?
Yes, I do. Mac, I think you're trying to find a way to ask me to come back to Cory Publishing. But I can't do that.
Jamie.
Yes.
I don't want to make the same mistake twice. There's something else that I've withheld from you that I want to tell you now. You remember a long time ago when you asked me to remove you as my heir, Cory Publishing?
Yes, I do. And Mom told me you'd done it.
Well, your mother was mistaken. I never removed you as my heir. And I don't intend to do it in the future.
Oh. Well, what about Sandy?
Look, Jamie, I'm a businessman, first of all. Now, you don't want to work at Cory Publishing now. I understand that. I understand that you have to do what you have to do to stand on your own feet. But looking around me as objectively as I can, you are still the only one who has, or could in the future, run the complex as it ought to be run.
But what about Sandy?
Being my son is no qualification for running the complex, especially the publishing side of the business, as you should know, requires a very, very special talent, as well as strong, experienced leadership. It's a position that you've earned, that you have the ability to exercise, and that you have the right to assume when the proper time comes.
That won't be for a long time, Mac.
Perhaps not, but I want you to know about it now. I accept the fact that you have to do something on your own, and you have to do it in the manner that you think is right. But I still want you to know, whenever you choose to come back, if you ever do choose to, the position is there waiting for you.
Thank you, Mac, but...
Now, please, don't try to determine your whole future right at this moment, except for one thing.
What?
Well, I'm going to give a very special party the end of the week. I would like very much for you to be there.
Party?
Yes. You see, Jamie, I've asked Alice Frame to marry me.
Oh.
And we are going to announce the engagement at that party.
Oh. Well, I don't know.
It would mean a great deal for me to to have my son with me that night.
Both your sons?
Yes, Sandy will be there.
I'd love to be there, Mac.
Thank you, Jamie.